To the ring, let's join our commentator, Reg Guthridge.
You'll notice on his way to the ring now, Hagler, it'll hardly look either way. He'll ignore everybody, just total single purpose, as he calls it, destroy and destruct. Such a different character off stage, Marvin Hagler. Very genial type of fella and very lucid, but when he's ready for a fight, he doesn't want to know about any slaps on the back, because he's getting there. Let's get down to work. And now he's going to climb those stairs, make his entrance to the cheers. And just giving half a show of the famous shaven head. Wilfred Scipion from Port Arthur, Texas, which is actually on the border of Louisiana. So Scipion, in fact, is a Cajun Indian name. And there you are, a close-up of lacing up the 8-ounce gloves on Hagler there, the man really with much on his mind. The fans make such a hero of him now, they expect heroism from him. That nose of Scipion's has taken a few punches in its time. Well, there was a glaring technique at the weigh-in. I suspect we're going to get it again here, but the Rhode Island Commission said we're not wasting too much time with that. Frank Copacino from Pennsylvania is the referee. So the champion Hagler recovered from a left knee injury that put the fight back a couple of weeks. And Wilfred Scipion from Texas, a tough nut in his way, and most of the critics around here think that this fight could go a long way. It's scheduled for 15 rounds because they've now said the USBA, the United States Boxing International, is going to recognise this fight with the Rhode Island Racing and Athletic Commission, would you believe, are in charge, more or less ignoring the WBCs, WBAs. The answer is we and the rest of the crowd here know who's champion, and whoever wins this fight is the middleweight champion of the world. Hagler saying he hasn't had any twinge of trouble in the knee since he was wearing heavy combat boots, road running, and probably overdid it, he said, and then went to an orthopedic surgeon, and he said, you've got to rest it for a couple of weeks. Really is a glutton for training, Hagler. So Wilfred Scipion actually got into the number 1 spot, and deservedly so, when he defeated Frank the Animal Fletcher, when it was already advertised that Fletcher was going to fight Hagler for the championship. This fellow really spoiled the script on that one, so he has to be a good fighter to have defeated Fletcher. Bit of controversy at the start when Mike Jones, the manager of Scipion, asked if he could change the referee. He said, I don't question his integrity at all, but he does tend to part the boxers too quickly, and my fellow wants to be fighting, as they say in the trade, on the inside. But that was overruled, and I thought rightly so, by the Rhode Island Commission. Hagler doesn't take stock very much. He usually gets his punches off to try and establish a bit of authority in the opening round. Scipion's been around on the circuit with some tough fellows in his time. I don't really think he's got any fear in his heart. He certainly has talked a good fight before the off. Oh, well, he's got to talk a good one now, because Hagler's not messing about with him if he catches up with him. With 19 seconds to go in the opening round, remember, if a boxer goes down at the bell, the rules here say that the count will continue. He really got himself warmed up in the dressing room, Hagler, here, to let his punches go right at the off. He's quite needled with this fellow. He almost admitted that. Well, I think Scipion there is pleased to hear the sound of that first round bell. A little bit of overconfidence he was caught with there. No, he says, no, I'm okay. You could almost read his lips.
Standing back waiting. You can't stand back
seconds are saying probably there you can't stand back and wait on this guy. Let's have a look at replay, what happened there. Close in Hagler, and that left hook, it almost dumped him. And what a sensation that would have been. And again, from the top view, there it is, got his head down Hagler and then unleashes the left hook. So round two, and Cyprian, having taken that left hook, come up early for work. And he knows he has got to crowd Hagler, that's Cyprian's style. But I often wonder, I think probably only the hit-and-run boxer type have really got the best chance with him. Because Hagler can vary his style. He can fight when you want to box, and he can box when you want to fight. Carrying a scar of battle over his right eye there, Hagler, when he was butted, he said, by Mustafa Hamsho. A fight that was covered, in fact, on World at Sport. I think there was as much surprise as pain in the punch on Cyprian's face when he was tagged with that left hook. But what a good shot it was. It's the speed that Hagler throws him. Remember, they haven't really picked the Cyprian out of the crowd, as it were. He's had to work his way to get to this top spot. 29 fights, he's won 26, Cyprian. You are watching a master craftsman at work, and a bit of a painful puncher, aren't you, midway in only the second round. And this, as sharp as I've seen Hagler, and I've seen all his championship fights, he looked tremendous when he defeated England's Tony Simpson. But it looks like Mr. Cyprian at this stage is made to measure for the Southpaw champ. Well, that's it. When he crowds inside Cyprian, he's a little bit useful and a bit dangerous. This is American-style infighting at his best here. And the referee trying to keep away from him after the objections from Cyprian's camp not to pull break too quickly. It really is rough inside work, those punches at close quarters to the ribs. What great condition these fellows must be in. Look at those muscles bulging. I swear that Hagler's got muscles on his ears. Good profile there of Cyprian's nose. It really has tasted a bit of leather in its time. So the referee's given them plenty of leeway at close quarters at the end of the second. Well, there you are, the top view there, and certainly Hagler really fired up again. This fellow's got so much pride, apart from the millions of dollars that he's making. You know, he came from the asphalt jungles in Newark, New Jersey, and he's made the game. And this boy's a millionaire, and he just loves the whole thing. Well, I wonder what's going through this fellow's mind. Round three. And it's as fierce as middleweight championship fight, really, that you could see. There's been no messing around, no research periods, no scouting missions by Hagler. He's really got his punches off fast.
Now throw one at a time, come on!
Cyprian been around in the amateur ranks a long time. He had, would you believe, 217 unpaid fights and won 206 of them. His long arms with Hagler as well, apart from the power. When he lets punches go, he can reach parts of the body that others can't reach by the look of it. He won the American